This is Lily and you're with Machine Learning 101. In this session, we talk about several metrics that we can use to evaluate our algorithms. We'll discuss accuracy, precision, recall, and F1, and we'll see what's the difference between them. So let's get started. Take a look at this super cute example. Suppose that someone gives us the source code of an algorithm that can predict whether there is a dog or a cat in a picture. Everything looks fantastic, with a small problem that we don't know how well it works actually. So what we can do? We can load a bunch of images in it. 5 dogs and 5 cats. And see what happens. It guessed correctly 7 out of 10 images. So we can say that the accuracy of our algorithm is 70%. That's great, isn't it? But can we dig deeper into the results we already have? Let's start with the precision. It gives us the frequency of how often the algorithm correctly labels given class. Back to our cat and dog example, our algorithm says that it found 6 cats. 4 were correctly labeled as cats, and 2 were actually dogs but labeled as cats. So the precision can be calculated by dividing the correctly labeled cats by all labeled cats. So in our case, 2/3. High precision means that the algorithm returns substantially more relevant results than irrelevant ones. And of course, we can apply the same thing for dogs as well. Another useful metric is the recall. It shows us, out of all cats in the set, how many we guessed correctly. So 5 cats, 4 correct labels. It means that our recall is 4 out of 5. High recall means that the algorithm returned most of the relevant results. And finally, the most useful metric of them all is F1. It is the harmonic mean of the precision and recall. We specifically use the harmonic mean instead of the average because it can push away the extreme values. But after all, why bother considering so many things if you already know the accuracy, which seems accurate enough to evaluate our algorithm? In our dog and cat example, that's indeed true. But imagine if you have to classify each word in a text with the label name or not a name. So take a look at this famous quote from Game of Thrones. Let's run it through some crappy algorithm. Imagine it can't even recognize that Robert nor Jon Snow are names. It returns that 41 out of 41 words are not names, and to be honest, it's correct in 38 out of 41 of the cases. This means that our accuracy will be almost 92%. That's pretty high, but not very accurate, right? Instead, we can calculate the recall, for example. All the correctly guessed names, 0, divided by all the names in the text, 3. This means that our recall will be 0, which will give us a red flag that something's wrong with the algorithm. And finally, if there is one thing that you should remember from this video, is that wherever you have some unbalanced dataset, you have to use F1, precision, and recall as the key metrics to evaluate your algorithms. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. Bye!